Hi, this is Naomi with Sword and Steel, and this is part of my series of paint videos where I, for the most part, show off one paint in the video, but you might see more as I'm accentuating the one paint, as will be the case in this one. So I hope you enjoy. This is Shamrock Green, and the Skaven was primed with Ivory Primer Ivory. And this is one of the most vibrant greens in the speed paint world. It is gorgeous, it flows lovely, it has dark shadows, and if you're worried about it spilling over into other areas because of its very flowing nature, just use less on your brush than I am using. I'm painting the one miniature with the one color with a brush that accepts a lot of paint into its bristles. Just use less paint in your bristles, and this one is easy to control. If you're still having trouble, though, I'd suggest just drawing your name on cardboard a few times to get accustomed to the paint if you need to. It is well worth using, I assure you of that. It is also gorgeous with the airbrush, no need for thinning, and you can certainly use this over a metallic to make a beautiful green metallic, which I will show you later in this video. Here it is once it has dried, and as you can see, it is lovely. Now, if you want to make it even more leafy green, even brighter, I think, all you have to do is put a yellow underneath instead of a white or a cream. I generally always like to put a banana yellow. That's a pale yellow underneath to make a more natural highlight. Or you can blend it with yellows. This is such a great color for mixing that you should have lots of fun with it. Here I had a model primed Wraithbone or Ivory, one of the two. And I had applied Citadel's Imperial Fist contrast paint on it. And then I had shadowed it a little bit with Magos Purple, if I recall correctly. I decided to put Shamrock Green all over it to turn it from Imperial Fist to Salamander. First, I tested it with an even mix of Shamrock Green and Speed Paint Medium, but I quickly noticed that the Shamrock Green alone would be better, so bear that in mind. And I applied that all over the miniature. It's important if you have this much surface area on a mini to cover, particularly if you want it to be as smooth a coat as possible, to let gravity help you and go from the top of the miniature down without stopping, unless you more carefully apply it to each area. Me, being an impatient painter more often than not, I'm just covering the entire miniature in one go. Once that is completely dry, no, don't touch it. You have to wait for it to dry. I went back with more Shamrock Green and just added more depth to that green by adding it only to the underbelly of his arms, legs, backpacks, curves, and so forth. Here he is dried, and I added just a little grim black to his shoulder pauldrons and bodysuit so you can better see the green. Like I said, I prefer having yellow underneath my green. If you wanted to replicate this look, just find my Imperial Fist video, where I say exactly what colors I used to paint the yellow undercoat. I used 2 layers of the Shamrock Green, letting it dry between layers, over this Infinity miniature from Corvus Belli that I primed with the Army Painter Greedy Gold spray. Thank you, Corvus Belli, for sending me these miniatures to try, by the way. GW is the only company, who was so put out with me they stopped sending me miniatures. Though I can't say I particularly care for resin or metal miniatures. I just don't like putting them together. I still like the look of these guys a lot, though. Though, by golly, that is a very interesting choice of accentuation on just the male Marines. Not the females, just the males. But in any case, I do very much like this green over gold. How about you? Well, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, whether you liked the paint or not, if you liked the fact that this video exists, make certain to like it, all right? Do that for me. I did all of this work. You just give me a like, okay? Okay. Or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I noticed that some of you haven't, but you probably should if you like paint like I do, or half as much as me anyway. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye! here is the next paint that I will be doing in this video series. And here are the lovely people that support the channel. Thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. It allows me to acquire these random paints and miniatures for videos such as these. So thank you, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!